Hello, and welcome back to another challenge, another season of CodinGame. Spring. Feels like it wasn't even that long since the last one. Well, the last one was winter, but it was held quite late, so yeah, it's actually not that long. Um, Great. So, we have another competition. As always, it's a bot competition. Well, not as always. Sometimes they have something different, but I don't like those other ones. This is the best type of competition. Um, and um, yeah, so this first session, let's have a look at what is happening in this challenge and write some basic code. I probably won't spend too long on this first session. Some music on. All right, so begin. So we've got 10 days. It's been out a couple of days already. I never know they're on because they don't have a proper email system for knowing when they're on. So it's just like sometimes I notice they're on and I'm already missed a few days. They do have email notifications for tournaments, but if you turn that on, then they start emailing you about all these pointless Clash of Codes things that I don't want to join. I just want to join these ones, the bot programming ones. They don't have the specificity. Alright, whatever. You control a pack of trolls. Make them collect the most resources. Is this based on a particular game? Like World of Warcraft or something? Not World of Warcraft, sorry. Warcraft. I don't know. Each player starts with a shack and a troll. Control your troll to collect fruits and bring the resources back to your shack. Okay. The resources can be used to train more trolls or plant trees. Awesome. The game is played on a grid. Cells have different terrain and trees on them. Each troll has 4 attributes. You got speed, carrying capacity, harvest power, and chop power. They can't be changed. A tree has a type: plum, lemon, apple, banana. A size. Health. Did I just appear in here and then disappear? Okay. An amount of fruits and a cooldown. When cooldown reaches 0, the tree either grows in size, or if at maximum size produces fruits. Trees can hold up to 3 fruits. Each troll has a movement speed determining how many cells it can move horizontally or vertically per turn. Each cell can hold at most 1 troll per team. Only grass cells are walkable. The shack is also the spawn point, but trolls can't walk back on that cell after leaving it. If the target is out of range or not walkable, the troll moves to the nearest reachable cell towards it. Okay. Trees can be harvested given they have fruits on them. When a troll shares a cell with a tree, harvest will take as many fruits as possible by free capacity and harvest power. Okay. But 2 trolls harvest the same tree in parallel. Yeah, what? How can 2 trolls stay in the same spot? Oh, it said 1 per team. So you can have 1 and 1 enemy in the same spot. Okay. They keep taking 1 fruit at a time as long as there are fruits left and they can still harvest. The last fruit can get duplicated so that both trolls can have it. Convenient. When a troll carrying resources is next to its shack, drop transfers all carried items to the shack. Okay. clear so far. Alright, I'll just grab my coffee and then we'll start fetching some inputs. Okay, so, before I do anything, let's copy in some code that I always use. Just a couple of methods. This was the last one. Yeah, where's my code? Alright, so we want that. Oh, I guess we can take the pause as well. We'll probably be needing it. Hello, DJ. The code, well, I've just started. Seems like we're playing some sort of, I don't know, like Warcraft or some sort of RTS game where you're harvesting fruits from trees and bringing them back to your base. At least that's all we have so far. There'll be more rules in later leagues. So right now we can send trolls to trees, harvest fruits, and then deliver them at the base, and that's like all the actions we can do. Oh yes, the most important skill for coding, copy and paste, yes. Now I need to fix all the pasting errors. Well, we're gonna need data class from, is it collections? No, it's not. What is it? I should have copied the Python data class. It's called data classes. Okay. And I can focus on that. Alright, so we want this class because that's like what we did last competition, and it's pretty much the same movement, same type of grid. So we want add, subtract, equality, hash. Let's just move this up here. Just like using tuple brackets. All right. For iron range height line equals input. All right, so that's fine. Okay, so we've got some ready-made methods. We can check if something's inbounds. We could check if we can get neighbors. Yeah, we can get locusts. What did that do? It's all points exactly D away from a point. Oh, that's quite specific. We're not going to need that, are we? We'll make that method again if we ever need it. All right, so okay. Let's have a look at these inputs then. So we've got width, height, and then we've got it's dot for grass, 0 for your own shack, 1 for your opponent's shack. Okay, so it's nice that they've fixed it for it to be 0 is always us. Usually it could be either, and you've got to actually check in each instance whether we're player 1 or player 0. Alright, so okay, so it's 8 and 16 in general. 100 turns. Okay. So I guess we can... Wait, so basically everything is grass. Except for the shacks. Okay, fine. So right now, we don't really need to store a grid because it's literally all grass. We just need to know where the shack is, where the opponent's shack is. So... let's say my shack, enemy shack equals none, none. If zero in line, or just do for j car in line, if car is 0, then we found my shack. Okay, so this needs to actually come after we've defined pause. Alright. Yeah. This should be enumerate. Okay. So elif car equals 1, then it's enemy. Okay, so that gets our shacks, and we know everything else is grass for now. So each turn, we get inventory. My plums, my lemons, my apples, my bananas, my reserved, and my reserved. Iron and wood. Oh my. I'm gonna start building some catapults. fling bananas at them. I'm thinking... because all these resources behave the same. No, okay, so we'll store this in a dictionary. Okay, so we need a thing called game. Let me pull up some code from before, because there's always repetition. I didn't really do that well. It was actually not that many people took part in that one though. But yeah, I didn't put much time into it. I don't think I liked it that much. I don't know. I liked the concept, but I just got hung up on some technical details. Alright, so, okay. So we want... my resources equals... well, is of type, it would be like a dict of... how do you even do this? Dict of... do that, and then, string int? I guess so. So it'd be similar. So that says like plum 5, banana 3, whatever. Tree count, the number of trees. Alright, we're gonna need a tree class and a troll class. So let's do that. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's just has like a position, so it's gonna have a position, type, say tree, type, string, I guess, position, size, health. What? I don't even know what health is. I don't think we're using it. Never mentioned health. Alright, health, probably an int. Fruits, int. Cooldown, int. Okay. Alright, so we want to create a constructor class. Let's say it's got tree type, a pause, size, health, fruits, down. I mean, this is a case where we just use data classes, isn't it? This is exactly a kind of case. It's just a struct, basically. So we don't need this. Okay, so that's the thing, and then we trees. Okay, so tree equals tree. Then we want to paste that. So tree type is that. Pause will be pause of X and Y. Size, health, fruits, cooldown. I suppose this will be a dict mapping a position to a tree. So we do create again. And just do game dot trees type dict depository is already specialized. I don't think I'm using this right. That's right, isn't it? What does that mean? Generic. Game.trees. Let me try running it. I don't like these errors just staying there forever. No, it's an error. Object generic alias object does not support item assignment. Game.trees. Is it? Oh my god, why did I do an equals there? Oh, that was a don't know what that was. Okay. It was a type. It was an anonymous. It was a generic type. I don't know what it meant. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then we got trolls. Trolls again. Game object has no attribute trees. What? Game.trees. Always forget the self. Well, in Python, you have to write so many selfs. That should work then. Then we need a troll. Okay, class troll. So we've got an ID num. We'll make it a data class. Player. Alright. Pause. Speed. What is this? What is this song? Zelda Skyward something? I don't know the Zeldas. We'll just call it harvest. Carry plum, carry lemon. So this is how much it's carrying of each thing. It should probably be a dictionary. We got chop, and then we got okay. we'll call it resources. Starting to think we should actually make a class for resources, because there's 6 different types and they all behave the same. But you want to be able to add, like if you've got a bunch of resources, you want to be able to deliver them, so on. It's fine. That's something we can do in the future. So these are all ints. All right. So we just need these. Harvest. And then for now, let's just put an empty. Okay, and then we can say troll dot resources. Plum. Is it capitals? Like what's the common? Yeah, plum equals carry plum. And then just do this for each resource. Now, this will be easier once I make a proper resources. It'll be like a vector. You'll be able to add 2 collections of resources together. But then there'll be some methods like computing the sum of them and stuff. I don't know. Alright. Well, got plum, lemon, apple, banana, iron and wood. Lemon. Apple. Banana. And iron and wood. It should really be by position. Okay, and then we just finally say game.my trolls game dot me trolls, do a little hack here. Player. So that gets, if player is 0, it gets the first one. If player is 1, it gets the second one. And then whatever it gets, we just add pause x, y equals chop. Just map it there. Alright, so this should now be populated with a bunch of things. Okay. Alright, so that's all the input fetching. Let's just test that it does that. On each turn, you can print any number of commands. Okay. So move, harvest, drop, wait. Okay. So we're going to need similar code to what we did before. Let's have a look. Commands. Yeah, we'll need something like this. And then you basically do this. So when we output, if there's no commands, we just print wait. Otherwise, we print all the commands joined up by colons. Same as last competition. So we can have methods like move. So you want to move a troll to location. And to do that, we do self.commands.append, and it'll be a string, and it'll be troll.edinum. It'll be move troll.edinum plus.x plus.y. So that'll pop it on the queue. And harvest will be similar. Harvest ID. We could use, I don't often use this message system, but I mean, it's there. Shall we? I'll put the method anyway. How's it work? Message. Message. There we go. Alright, so if we now switch to this, just change this to say game.decide. Okay. And define decide. For troll in self.my trolls. Self.move troll. What did they say? What was the? It was like go to 07 or something. Or just go to 00. Move all trolls to 00. I don't know. Something. Alright. That should hopefully work. Error. Pause has no attribute ID num. So, for some reason we're putting a pause there. Self.move troll. Keys. Items. Items is the right hand side. No, not items. Values. Items is the pairs. Timeout? Well, we shouldn't be timing out. Because we didn't output, that's why. Okay, we have non-scoring, non-erroring code. Good start. Now to put some logic in. Oh boy, I'm hungry. This is not going to be a particularly long stream. Let's see if we can actually pass wood 2. and probably call it a day. We have 10 days and a bit. So what is the most basic thing we can do? Well, we don't have much to work with. We have a troll. We have one troll. We have trees. We can harvest fruits. So let's find the closest tree that has fruits. Go to it. Harvest until we're full. Walk back to base. Like, that is optimal, surely. We'll probably pass the league if we do that. Like, what more can you do? The only problem is if we have more than one trop. Well, we don't. So let's just pass this league. So for each troll, so we want the minimum. So we say closest fruit bearing tree, or closest viable tree equals, so it'll be the min. So how does this work? It will be one generator. So it's going to be tree for tree in self.trees. What am I trying to do? I've forgotten how to do generators. God, this is the most important thing in Python. Generators. Tree for pause, tree answer. Minimum. Yeah, this is fine. Why am I... Tree for tree in self.trees.values. So, why am I doing it like this? Just do that. So, key equals lambda t to t dot pause dot dist control dot pause. So this is saying find the smallest tree where I'm defining distance, ordering to be ordered by the distance between that tree and my troll. Dot dist. I don't even have a dist method, do I? Commented it out. Is that the correct distance? It's Manhattan distance, yeah. Okay, so yeah, but we only want trees. Yeah, we need a comprehension here. tree for tree in if tree dot fruits is strictly greater than 0. But wait. That's not the first thing we do. The first thing we do is if we are full of fruits. See, this could be an empty list if we've harvested all the fruits on the map. We need to account for that as well. Because then we just have to wait. It's fine. All in due process. Okay, so the first thing we do before anything is if we're full of fruits, we deliver it. Or if we just happen to be standing on the base, deliver. Yeah. Because you don't drop instantly, do you? How does dropping work? Do you have a drop rate? I think it's dropping, you just drop everything instantly. Oh, you drop everything instantly. Okay. So... okay. If... yeah, but this goes... okay. If... control dot pos dot dist self dot my shack. No, my shack is a... yeah. Is 1. And control dot right, so we need sum of troll dot resources dot values is greater than 0. So if we're standing next to the shack and we have anything, we might as well drop it off. Then self dot drop troll. Okay. If full of resources, head back to shack. Alright, this is the next thing. If so this is the method. We're going to be reusing this clause here many times. Eventually that should be encapsulated in some sort of like routine, which will be a member of like a resource class. If is equal to, or we'll say greater equal to, even though it shouldn't be greater than, but just in case. Troll dot capacity then self dot move troll my shack. Okay, those are the two cases where we do something else. Otherwise, we just head to the nearest fruit-bearing tree. Well, no, if we're on a fruit-bearing tree, if self dot if troll dot pause in self dot trees, so that means we're standing on a tree. If we're standing on a tree, if tree dot fruits is greater than 0, then self dot harvest troll, yeah. Closest viable tree is blah blah blah, so that gets the closest tree. Self dot move troll to the location of that tree, and we have to stand on it. That's it. Let's try it out. So we should go to this tree. So harvesting. Oh, that's not good, is it? Is it next to a shack? One, 3, 3, 0. Interesting. Alright, a couple of things are going wrong here. Carry capacity is 1. So he's correctly noting that he's full of fruits. Why did he go to 1, 3? So we've got some numbers wrong here. Why 1, 3? Hang on. So we moved to 0, 3, 1. Okay. Harvest 0. Move 0, 0, 3. X and Y flipped. What? It's been flipped from the start. Wait. It's here. Yeah. Everything else is fine. The shacks were flipped. Was anything else flipped? Oh. Some other stuff is going to be flipped. Oh no, because they did X and Y correctly here. Did they? Yeah, they did X and Y correctly. It's just... okay. Okay, so we go to the tree, harvest, drop, harvest, drop. Oh my god, look at that efficiency. Beautiful. Hello, Jamin Satu. What is the best platform to learn Python? Difficult for me to say, because when I learned Python, which was decades ago, I learned it from the official Python site, but that's not necessarily the best place. But since then I haven't really learned Python because I know Python, so I don't know what's best now. I haven't learned Python in a long time. I think different people learn differently. Like the Python official Python website still has a good documentation and good tutorial. But you might benefit better from an actual hands-on course, which takes you through Python, gives you exercises, maybe even tests and exams. I don't know. Like, if you're really dedicated enough, then I would say using a course, like a proper course, even paying for a course. That's probably the most effective way of learning. But personally, I just learned from the Python main website, and as I went on through the years, I just kind of picked up little things here and there. But I don't even know what the official Python website's tutorial looks like now. Python.org. But it's still probably pretty good, but I mean, anyone can write a better tutorial, so... Beginner's guide. I mean, you should go through the official Python beginner's guide as well. But, like, that could look a bit overwhelming, but a course would take you through these things in more details and probably give you some clear exercises which show you how to use them with real-world examples and stuff. So yeah, I think the people who learn it most effectively are usually taking university courses or things like that, because they like enforce better like examples and stuff, better exercises. Hooray, we won! So the boss was inefficient. He was going for that plum tree over there. What a noob. Terrible RTS player. Keep your plums close. Alright, let's submit, and we've probably beaten this league. I mean, what we've done is probably like mathematically optimal, almost, for this simple example. Alright, we're promoted to the next league. Alright. want to stop soon. Let's see if we can get into Bronze League. 'Cause I need to eat. Let's see what rules are introduced. If it's something simple, then we can probably make do with the code we currently have. You've made it. Harvest objective complete. Your next objective is to utilize the train action and control multiple trolls. Where's my code? Thing's bugged. Where's the window? Got a rank, but we don't have code. Okay, that's cool. Can I see my code? The website has this bug for a week or two. Reload the page. Okay. That's unfortunate, but easily fixable, I guess. Thanks for the tip, Euler. Have you been doing this competition as well? I wrote the game. Even better. Are you actually participating, or are you like forbidden to participate in your own game? So the game's GitHub, is it like at your GitHub, or is it at like... Where is the game's GitHub? Do we have it here? We usually get given like the code for the game, don't we? I can, not sure yet how hard to try. I have a stronger bot that's not submitted yet. Alright, thanks for the link. I'll actually we could take a look at it now. But yeah, I don't know why the link's not here in the... It's in the statement? Oh, it's probably further up. Ah, probably in the full rules. Or whatever. Okay, I'll just copy it from the chat. Did I only put the code link in Bronze League? Lunchtime now, bad timing, got to go. Alright, enjoy your lunch. It's possible that it's only in Bronze League, I don't know. But thanks for stopping by, and I'll probably stream this a few more times over the coming weeks. And thanks for writing the game. Cool. I'll have a look at this a bit offline as well, because I probably want to dig into some of the how some of the routines work. All right. Let's see if we can do a quick hack to beat this. What was it introduced? You can plant trees and train new trolls. Train new trolls. I'm guessing that will be easy. Just when we have a certain amount of. Troll can plant a tree on its current cell if the troll carries at least one fruit of that type. Pick one item from its shack. So you can take stuff out of storage. Interesting. Wait. I've just realized something. We can do multiple commands on one turn. We didn't have to like spend one turn dropping. We could drop then move. So that's how we should be doing it. And we got movement speed as well. Interesting. So we should just adjust this code here. If next to shack and holding resources drop, yes. Don't continue here. Take that out. If full of resources, head back to shack. Yeah. So this should really come first. If we're next to the shack, drop resources. If we're on a fruit-bearing tree, harvest. Otherwise, move next to fruit-bearing tree. Okay, so I've removed all the continues, so we can do all the stuff we can in one. Let's just try submitting that and see if that improves our rank. We're currently like 1 of 7. Oh my god, we're losing. I didn't actually test, did I? There's probably something broken. Failed. Troll 0 already used. Oh, no. I misunderstood, didn't I? You can do 1 action per... troll, right? You can print any number of commands, but it's not clear to me whether a troll can do more than one thing in one turn. One troll. Guessing you can't, but it's not. I don't. I'll have to look through this more carefully offline. So let's fix whatever I just broke. Put continue. Continue. Gotta get our rank back. Alright. Okay. So Why are we losing like crazy? Because we're not. What is the goal? To just get lots of fruits? Oh. What's wrong here? Fruits 3. To 1-4. Oh, damn it. Damn it. It's because I've changed the order of operations here. Full of resources, head back to shack. This should always come after this. This takes priority. It's alright. We should get an okay rank. How did we get 59 points? Oh, because they train at trolls. Okay, let's train trolls. Just how do you train trolls? We're not gonna plant trees. We're not gonna pick items. Just train trolls. We're in full RTS mode now. Use train to spawn a new troll at your shack and set as 4 attributes. Each attribute requires a different resource. The cost for each attribute is equal to the number of existing trolls in the own team plus the attributes squared. Example, you already have 2 trolls and want to train the following. Interesting. Tell you what, let's just train base level trolls with like 1 in each attribute. Like that wouldn't be that bad because this goes up with the attribute square. That's quite costly. Like if we instead just spawn loads of baby trolls, maybe for now that's actually quite effective, and not worry about the cost so much. So if you want to spawn a baby troll, it would be equal to the number of existing trolls in the own team plus the attributes squared. So you'd actually need some of each, but in this case it's plum, lemon, and apple only. Is that what they mean? Okay, fine. Troll cost equals length of self dot my trolls. That's how many trolls I have. That's the cost of the number. That's the cost of each of plum, lemon, and apple. Okay. if self.resources plum is greater or equal to control cost, and right, we'll just do it like this. So we want no, just write this a bit cleaner. Just say all self plum, lemon, apple. Obviously, we're going to have to write a better resource class for this. We shouldn't have to do something hacky like this. It should just be a simple vector comparison or something. Then we'll do train. Oh. You still need to decide. You need to have one. Oh, okay. I see. Speed, capacity, harvest. So we'll do train. So you gotta do at least 1, 1, 1. Otherwise it's useless. But then that means it'll be control cost equals that plus 1, right? You'd have to do. Let's try it out. But we're not gonna have, unless we target plums, lemons, apples. Fuck's sake. Okay. Resources. Plum, lemon, apple. Oh, plum, lemon, apple. It should be in that key error plum. Oh, that's... Where did we set... Oh my god, I didn't use this field. Oh, I see. Okay. Resources plum equals plum. Okay. Then we got lemon. Apple, banana, iron, wood, all right, let's try that. Train 111. What happened? Train 111, move 08. Unknown command, train 111. Oh god, well, I done this wrong. Oh, you need chop power. We're not using chop, so... But you're still gonna need... banana, aren't you? Damn it. So you need banana. Alright, so... this is awfully hacky. Alright, if... So banana, we don't need to give them any attribute for that. But we still need to have the minimum cost. that then. Interesting, but we spend so many resources. How do you get points anyway? Is it just number of fruits? Victory condition, what's that? 4 more points. Each fruit in your shack scores 1 point. The problem is that we just basically spent all our food. Interesting. Yeah, we've got too many. How many do we have? We have 4 trolls and they have 2. Alright. So let's just limit our trolls to 2 then. And call it a day. Or maybe 3. 3 if we would that beat the boss? It's a question of how many turns are left. Yeah, so you gotta predict what is the worth of a troll. Can it make back its cost in the time that it's alive? Like, when we make our first troll, it should probably have higher attributes just so that it will get more done. Can't be bothered to write the calculation here though. For now, let's just limit ourselves to 3 trolls. If length of self dot my trolls is less than 3, then do all this. Okay, let's try that. We'll limit ourselves to 3 trolls and that's it. They're still quite pricey. And we tie. Okay, just test that in the arena. So finding the right balance is going to involve a tricky calculation. But we passed the league. We're in Bronze League now. Hello, Euler. Did you enjoy your lunch? I am still streaming, but I'm probably going to finish soon. We just made it to Bronze League. Yeah, I just basically made the minimum cost troll until we have 3 trolls. That seemed to be good enough. Yeah, the decision of what troll to make, I guess, is a very complex one. Involving some calculation stuff. And prediction of what attributes are worth in the amount of time you have left. Well, that's something to think about. Train. You now have access to the full game. You can mine iron and have to navigate around water and rocks. Oh boy. Yeah, this is definitely something I'll save for next time. Oh, so yeah, the GitHub link is here in Bronze League. Mine iron, chop trees. So they replenish faster near water. We didn't plant any trees, so that's a thing. chop a tree down. So is that basically an aggressive move? Are you... You can like take the trees near your enemy base. And then there's iron, and you can mine. What to use iron for? Well, that increases your chop power. Is that the only thing it's for? Oh, and the map has got water, rock, iron. Wow, okay, that's cool. There's a lot there. For one thing, the pathfinding, I'm using the automatic move. I don't know if that actually takes into account the obstacles. Or it's doing an okay job. My enemy is planting some nice trees nearby. Planted one near the water as well. That RTS strategizing, and you're not really doing much. Pathfinding navigates around obstacles but ignores fellow trolls that can block you. I see. Yeah, I mean, I always eventually write my own pathfinding. Usually around now. Well, even this code is rank 517. I guess that's something. Is that... Silver isn't open yet. Okay. No, I like this game. This is not too overwhelming in terms of understanding. Simple to understand, complex to play. What was last season's? It was something about Snake, wasn't it? See, Snake was okay, but it was a bit more confusing, especially when you take into account gravity and stuff. But I mean, it was a good challenge. It was just a bit trickier to conceptualize. I didn't spend much time on it though. I can see myself probably putting more time into this one. We've got like 10 days left. 10, 11. So our basic code right now is actually winning some games. I'm guessing against people who are still using their wood code. Yeah, pretty much. Last one was computation heavy, favored C++, yeah. Yeah, I had to write some pruning code. Pruning code is always harsh on Python. Nothing wrong with that, but I like to have different concepts and emphasis for different contexts, yeah. Oh, so you're in this league? Is your username the same as your Twitch handle? I did not submit anything. Oh, okay. Default AI should place around rank 20, I think. Did you write the default AI, or is it... Oh, yeah, the default one is like pre-written, isn't it? And the bosses are selected based on somebody's elevated code, elevated bot. 900 lines of C#, including a game simulation. That's cool. me see if any of my other viewers are on the leaderboard. You are. They're all using C++. Alright. I wonder if anyone's... Oh, it doesn't show, but I wonder if anyone's actually streaming any coding game.
Got a client?
Just me. Nothing. I don't want to get started on... Oh, gotta refresh as well to get the code. I don't really want to get started on anything new, so we'll worry about this all next time. But yeah, so the iron is just another resource, but I guess it's infinite, which is also a benefit. 300 turns. Okay, so there's more time to expand, which means you should expand, I guess. Probably spend more on your attributes. Yeah, this is a tricky one to even think what would be good. I mean, early on, I suppose I would just buy powerful trolls. Alright. Well, successful first session, I guess. Alright, nothing more to do. Well, I'll do a bit more over the coming days, I guess. And I will also upload the video to YouTube as well. So thanks, Oida, in particular, for stopping by and also making the game that we're playing. It's pretty cool. I like this setup, like some sort of 2D grid. I also like the ones that are on hexagon boards. We don't get many of them, but those ones are cool as well. I like working with hexagons. I have fun figuring it out. I still don't know how to approach this. Yeah, it's yeah, that's what I like about it. It's simple mechanics, but complex to master. Those are the good competitions usually. Was this inspired by a particular game, or just like, I guess it's quite a generic RTS concept, harvesting trees, those things, but I know some of these are based on specific games. I don't know, I thought this might be like a Warcraft or something. But again, it is very, very generic. We agreed to make a contest, and at some point we had to deliver a prototype. Was this like pitted against other possible challenges, and like your one was selected, or like you were definitely intending to do it from the start? I panicked to browse free game assets, found the one with growing trees, and made the contest around it. Okay. That reminds me of there was a competition similar to something to do with growing trees. What was it? There was something we had before which was growing trees. It was very different though. It was like there was some sort of line of sight method. Like there was sunlight, and when you grow trees, they block the things behind them. And I think it was on a hexagon board as well. Totoro, 2020, possibly. Let me have a look. What, this one? Yeah, that was very memorable. How okay, I did okay in that. Um, because it played out like a board game. But yeah, quite different to this. I competed in that one as well. All right. I think I've quite consistently competed in almost all of them, but sometimes not. Sometimes I don't put much effort in. But I usually, at the very least, get to Bronze League. I've been doing this as far back as 2012. Bloody hell. What was that one? They don't even say what it is. This has been lost to time. Was that? No, the first one I remember doing was Hypersonic, but this doesn't even have a name. Contests 2. What's Contests 1? Montpellier. Okay. Hypersonic was my first as well. Was that one of the first they ever did then? Because I remember that was pretty sure that was my first. But is it in this list? Yeah, look. Oh. Oh. It was in 2016. Okay, much later than I thought then. I So yeah, I wasn't doing this as far back as 2012. I was doing it as far back as 2016. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that. Oh, because it has the view report thing. Oh, no, apparently I did these ones as well. Okay, apparently the first one I did was Code of the Rings. No, but Hypersonic is the one that I did best on. That was the one where I actually put an effort in. It's probably my best performance ever. In the top 129. But my code was so messy. Messy code succeeds sometimes. God, look at that. That was back when I was still kind of learning to code. Code of the Rings. I wanted the t-shirt so badly, dropped out of top 50 in the last hours. Alright. Oh, this wasn't even a bot competition. This was one of those things. Alright. Okay. Well, thanks again. And maybe, probably not tomorrow, maybe every other day I might be back on around the same time. See you later.